Hello, this is Pause and Practice 4-4. In this exercise, we're going to be working with a pivot table and pivot chart. So, working from the previous file, we're going to want to save this as 4-4. Okay, if you're opening it up again, you might have to enable content, or you might get a security warning. The first thing we're going to do is create a pivot table. Clicking here on cell A4, right, we can then come up here to create a pivot table. Okay, under our insert, pivot table, so we can say recommended pivot table. It's recommending a sum of amount by location, which is what we want. We're going to select OK, and it's going to create a new sheet with a pivot table in it for us. We're going to rename this sheet. We'll call it pivot table. What we're going to do from here is we're going to add a field in the slicer. This is our pivot table fields. We're going to add a category into a column. And then you can see we now have a column or a category column. Now we can also add a slicer. Okay, so to add a slicer, what we're going to do is come up here to our pivot table. We want to click on Analyze, our filter group, and the first one here is Insert Slicer. We want to do this as classification. Press OK, and then you can see our classification up here. So here we can select, okay, if we want associates, just the manager, or just the representative, or if we want them all. Next, right, we can format this pivot table. So we can come over here into cell B5, and then we can right-click into it, and we're going to say Value Field Settings. We're going to change the number format into currency at 2 decimal places, and then we can press OK, and OK again. And then you see all the fields inside there have been adjusted to currency at 2 decimal places. Next is to create a pivot chart. Okay, so what we're going to do here is then come up here to our pivot table tools, analyze, come over to our tools section, and then we can say a pivot chart. We're going to a clustered column pivot chart, which is what we have here, and then we'll press OK. We want to come up here to design. We will select number 3, quick layout number 3, and then we're going to insert chart title, and let's change our chart title to revenue by category. Press enter, and then we can move this up to H3. Alright, now we can adjust some fields inside this pivot chart and pivot table. We want to select representative only. Okay, so we're going to select representative. Only the representative will show up. And you can see our pivot chart and our pivot table have adjusted accordingly. Next, we're going to select category, and actually we're going to deselect all and only select our rentals and excursions. Pressing OK, and now you see a new pivot chart appear. Alright, coming back here, select cell A1. You can save and close as we are done with Pause and Practice 4-4. From here, you can go into the guided practice 4-1 and then 4-2 to prepare you for the guided practice 4-3 that's due this week.